Glomping. Oh my god. Varson, thank you very much for the super chats. Normal Mar, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Olson Ezekiel, thank you for being a member for 5 months. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Ponies? The fuck are you talking about, dude? Yo, Matrix, thank you for the super chat. I want to play. I want to sing that song, and I want to sing. Some people call me Maurice. What? Is it? I don't even know what the title of that song is. I just know that one. Oh shit, Zathers, old school. Thank you very much for being a member for 5 months. I do need a new salt shaker. I do. Ah, the Joker. I'm making tea. I'll be right back and then we can start. Oh, Ham. You want the Yoshi song? Alright, I'm gonna make tea, I'll be right back. Well, Rubbish Soldier, thank you very much for the super chat. Porosu, thank you very much for being a member for 6 months. Charlie, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you guys. Thank you. Alright. I need to make tea. I'll be right back. But before I go. Oh yeah, that's a shit. Alright. Making tea. I kind of want a cyberpunk remix of the Yoshi theme. That'd be kind of good. Tea's almost ready. Give me a sec. Well, it's cooking now. Yoshis with freaking laser beams on their heads. My favorite random. Okay. All right, I think we're ready to start. Hold on. I'm not gonna spoil shit, but I want to talk about the Fallout TV show. This is pretty damn good. It was like kind of. Oh, hold on. Let's switch. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I get it. I get it. YouTube. I get it. You're freaking out. Hold on. There you go. There you go. All right, hold on. We need BGM. BGM. Excuse me. All right, there we go. He hates us. Yo, Rax. Good morning. Hello. How are you? He loves us. Tomato. Old school. How you doing? I want to talk about the Fallout good riddance. Bunch of Twitch haters. I uploaded basically everything's like uploaded and ready to go almost. I decided to do, I want to draw, well, I'm just gonna spoil it for you. You guys are gonna be killing goblins. It's not gonna have Lando. I just need to test out the system, and also I want to see how long it takes you guys to do a turn. I have no idea how long that's gonna take, but I'm gonna draw my own little goblins. You guys are gonna be, you know, just a little bit longer. I'm really sorry that it's been taking so long. Time out! You can't D's nuts me. You can't do that to me. You're my favorite Randonite. How can you do that? I might draw it this Friday. That's what I might do. I might do it on stream. Pop Brother, thank you very much for the super chat. Good morning, Randon. I finally got a job. I wanted to thank you for the laughs and good vibes while I was job hunting. Congratulations. Huge win. Huge win. Hopefully they treat you right. They give you not too much work, and it's fulfilling, right? I do think that like a job can be fulfilling. Pretty rare, but you know, I'm hoping that for you. Y'all, let's go. The goblins do have fat asses, Matthew. Incredibly jiggly. Brit Blue, thank you very much for the super chat. What are you gonna shake it like a salt shaker? I don't know why I typed that as the title. There's nothing deeper in it. I just want to talk about Fallout today. Nan, I hope you get a job soon. A good one. Dutch chairman. Hey, Randon, Fallout TV. Okay, all right. Good. Okay, nothing with that. Dutch chairman, thank you for the super chat. Planning on playing any of the games? I can give you some help in Fallout 76. 76 seems like a good opportunity to role play, right? I think like 76 content could be good stream content if there's like role play. You guys know that like people are like fucking crazy about Rust, right? Isn't Rust basically 76 but with like no lore? I think like the first streamer to make a big group and like make a Fallout 76 server could like blow up like Rust did. No? No? Oh, you know I'm gonna ERP. I'm gonna make the Goldshire Inn in 76. It's gonna be ridiculous. Rust actually has better lore than 76 and more of a direction as a game. Oh, man. I guess if you're talking about 76 in isolation, I don't know anything about the lore of 76 or how it's going, right? But I think Fallout lore is like 10 out of 10. I think if you take 76 and then you apply like the general Fallout lore to it, it could be really funny, right? Rust is actually good, which says a lot about 76. Is it that bad? Come on. Come on. Fife and Crowd, thank you very much for the super chat. I woke up with disposable income and I'll make it your problem. I'll take the money, Orkman. Thank you. Do I have your permission to go get like a sandwich after this? I've been feeling like I want like an Italian sandwich, you know, with all the cured meats and stuff like that. Ooh. 76 when it launched was a pile of hot garbage. 76 to my knowledge today is still empty and hollowed out. But if you can get like 20 entertaining people to play together, I'm like sure that there's enough gameplay to make it like fun to watch, right? It's relying on like a bunch of people to make it. I think the first streamer or YouTuber to do that is gonna like, you know, blow up. Or maybe there's already like a 76 like community that I don't know about, right? What too much pay to win does. Did you see that fucking insane dude that made a the original Doom, like Doom 1 or Doom 2? He modded it so that every time you pick up any type of equipment, when you pick up any type of loot, it force pauses the game and then you have to like pay. You have to pay like $1 to pick up the loot. I'm gonna level with you. I wanted to do content where like there's a setup stream where I take like quote unquote donations, right? So like every super chat or whatever goes into the bank, and then I play the next stream. I play that game with the mod. I just have to fucking play the game. Every time I pick up a weapon, I have to. Oh, so funny. Matahari, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's catch up and have a chat about Fallout, the TV series. Yokoshima, thank you very much for the super chat. Wise green Uncle Reddit. I'm not sure about wise, but I am green. Can you give me some advice on how to train your guacamole? I don't know how to explain why I need it. What's a guacamole? Like guacamole and mayonnaise? What? Guacamole? How to train? Okay. First off, get Kewpie mayo. Don't get the is this a decent joke? Hold on. I didn't think wasabi and mayo would be good, but wasabi mayo is like 10 out of 10, right? Five crowd, thank you very much for the super chat. Last time I donated, you also asked for permission to get a sandwich. Just as last time, the answer is yes. Get a fat one. I'm gonna get a gigantic. I'm gonna get like a 18-inch sub and just like eat it at the table. And the workers that are making the sandwiches are just gonna look at me with intense disgust. They're gonna be like, "Oh Jesus." Dutch chairman, thank you very much for the super chat. They've added a lot of stuff to 76, also getting a map expansion at the end of the year. Huh. Interesting. You know what I would really like? I would really like Starfield to be good, because I paid a lot of money for that game. And no, I'm not gonna settle for mods. Like, I would really like Starfield to get like into a point where I could, you know, be like, oh, I like this game. Matthew, thank you for the super chat. Brandon, start up a server or something so I can start up a cult to the dark gods, make sacrifices. The funny voices you hear on stream. A server of something, so it's like Minecraft Zomboid. Yeah, I need to get on that. Mostly, good morning. Hello. I think Starfield needs an actual open world and not just flying to key points or planets. I don't think they'll ever do that, so I'll settle for like a story with good planets that actually like have stuff on it, right? Starfield, the game everybody played. Dad D Skyrim, I remember that. He looked like Squidward. Todd Challenge Impossible. He's sad. Oh, that's good tea. You want Mass Effect? All right, how do I talk about the new TV show without any spoilers? Let me think. I definitely noticed like stuff that was like, that ain't right. Maybe like 5 to 7 things where I was like, what? But it didn't bother me. What tea? All right. I'm drinking a roasted oolong. It's pretty good. Did you like it overall? Jess, I borderline loved it. I borderline loved it. There were definitely like, how do I like not spoil anything? First of all, if you haven't seen it, it's a decent introduction to like Fallout. I think it makes sense if you think about it. Like, there's 3 characters, right? There's 3 characters, and they're kind of like the way that you play. Oh, hold on. We could jump on this. Andrew, can you tell me why you thought it was so bad without any spoilers? It erases all of the New Vegas lore. We don't know what the timeline is, right? We don't know exactly what the timeline is. So it could be like way later, right? I don't think that's necessarily true. Timeline is known. It's known? How is the timeline known? People are knee-jerking their retcon from one date on a blackboard. I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew that if I like fell down the rabbit hole of that blackboard, that I would be pissed off. So I just purposely like ignored that entire thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like when you're commissioning someone and you PayPal them and you see their real name and you're like, I didn't see it. I don't know what your name is. You are, you know, Pony Fan 69, right? I just did not see it. But I think it's fair. Like, this is my opinion. Pony Fan 69. This is my opinion. People that get really into something are allowed to like get worked up about it. Right? That's like a lukewarm take. That's fine. I got Marvel slop vibes from the Fallout show. It is kind of cartoony. It's definitely cartoony. Did you find this salt Wowie? I couldn't find it. It has none of the ethical ambiguity charm of Fallout 1, 2, 3, New Vegas. I thought, well, shit, how do I do this without spoilers? There's a faction that's been like, there's a faction in Fallout because of Todd. They've been kind of like pumped up to being like big damn like cool badasses, right? And that's like simply not the case. I like that they've gone back to being like LARPers, right? I didn't like how they treated that faction in 3. Like, I didn't like it. I was playing 3 and I was just like, I don't know. If you played like the original and if you play New Vegas, you know that like, that's like not a badass fact. There's like weird stuff in them too, right? Yeah. I think they're closer to the way that they were before. That's just my opinion, right? Well, okay. Ved. Who's to say that that's destroyed? We don't know that for sure, right? Who's to say? Don't you remember Vault City? Huh? There's like, it's not, you know? We don't know the big world, right? And I get that, like, it kind of, how do you describe it? I really should make time to watch it. You don't like the heckin' Hero Night Arenas. Yeah. We don't really know like the bigger world. And I do think that like such a huge change, and it is a change, and I don't deny that, is kind of weird, right? Maybe. Oh gosh, what are you saying? What are you saying? Yo, Kyo, thank you very much for the super chat. That aside, I don't feel like it could hurt New Vegas one way or another. In my canon, I destroyed everybody in Fallout 2 and Fallout New Vegas, so... You know what vibes I got? You know Megaton? I got like Megaton vibes, right? There's definitely like an option in Megaton that is like non-canon, but it is what it is, right? I watched that scene, I was just like, oh, Megaton. It's like an AU. You know? Yo, Mofu, thank you very much for the raid. Good morning, good morning. We're talking about the Fallout TV show. I'm having a pretty good day. Emilo Pictina, thank you very much for the super chat. Good morning. My first ever super started to sound sappy. Thanks to your streams, I was able to smile during rough days. That makes me so happy. That's the goal. Promise to send you super whenever I got a new job, and here I am. Keep on being you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And congrats on the new job, by the way. Troll Captain America. I'm a huge Fallout fan, and I want it to be good. I just don't trust Norma TV. Kind of the same. You know what vibes I get? I mean, people hate this game, right? And I kind of think that if you hate it, you are right to hate it in a couple ways. But I liked it, right? I liked Last of Us 2, but a lot of people hated it, right? Because they took like an important part that made them love the first one, and then they just fucking, got rid of it. So that's perfectly understandable why you would hate it. Maybe the Fallout TV show did the same thing. So a lot of people that are like really dislike the TV show is because they got rid of like an important element, right? The show is good, just kind of anti-male. Is that true? Let me think. Maximus does piss me off. I cannot deny that. Maximus definitely pisses me the fuck off. But in the defense of Maximus, right? That is exactly how I played Fallout 3 when it first came out. I was a fucking idiot. And then I went to GameFAQs and I figured out how to jump into the Brotherhood of Steel base, and I became Power Armor. Like, I basically skipped all the way to Power Armor, and then I went to fucking Rivet City and I fucking yoinked that plasma gun, and I was running around with a plasma gun and Power Armor at like 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I was just fucking blasting everybody. And I did that because of GameFAQs, right? I was basically Maximus when I played Fallout 3 for the first time. Is it? Hold on. In my opinion, the best character, who is, spoiler, the Ghoul. I think the Ghoul was the best character. I didn't really see it that way at all. I kind of like respectfully disagree. I don't think, how is it what? You couldn't stand the Ghoul? The fucking cowboy, he's a cool cowboy with the lariat. He's a cool cowboy. How could you hate the Ghoul? Well, I definitely thought that Lucy was the main character, right? But the Ghoul and Maximus were like also main characters. Mid? Berserker, you thought he was mid? Oh, definitely, like, he's too sexy to be a Ghoul, right? He's definitely way too sexy to be a Ghoul. But like, I looked past it and I just rolled with it, right? Get lost, smooth skin. Dog meat. I love the Ghoul. Nomi, thank you for the gifted membership. Kyo, thank you very much for the super chat. I say wait till season 2 to confirm buying pitchforks and torches. We don't know everything yet. I'm just happy. I don't know. I think the 3 main characters of the show are the 3 ways that you could play a Fallout game. And I liked it. When I was in high school, I was a Maximus, right? And then now I'm like a mix of Lucy and the Ghoul, right? Oh, definitely. All right. I think the main issues I have, Ed, are with like the weird writing. There's definitely like writing elements where like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Why did that happen? What the fuck? I choose to just enjoy like, all right, you know, like, the meme of like Leo looking at pointing at the TV whenever there's like a sugar bomb. It's like, sugar bombs! Sugar bombs! Abraxo, that's me! Let's go, Abraxo! Graham! They said the thing! That was lame as fuck, I have to admit. When they did the line. I'm too old to hate shit. You are a better man than me, Kyo. You're a better guy than me. I love hating, you know? I hated the Game of Thrones end so much. I became like a hater. I became like a 8-month professional hater because of the end of Game of Thrones. So like, I understand, like the people that are like dislike the Fallout show, like I'm there with you, but for a different IP, right? I'll be a hater until the day I die. That's perfectly fine, right? I don't hate you, Jess. You're my favorite Randonite. How could you say that? No shame, I just associate you with calling things mid. Oh, the Halo show was ass. It was so bad. Danny, thank you for the super chat. The Fallout TV show wasn't too bad. Kind of confusing. It was, yeah. It wasn't terrible. I do kind of want to bonk Maximus upside the head for me. I learned to enjoy Maximus when I was just like, oh, that was me when I was in high school. It was me. How do you talk about like something that's divisive that like people really dislike? My expectations after the Halo TV show were so low. You know what like made me absolutely certain that it would be ass? Didn't the director of the show be like, oh, I'm not gonna play the game? And I was like, you little fucking... Just strap your ass down to a table and make you play the game. That's crazy. But I heard that most of the principal actors in the Fallout show did play the game. They did a lot of reading, right? Well, Andrew, hold on a second. What about the actors? From what I read, the actors played the games and they read up on the games and they treated it with respect, which you can kind of see, I think. Like that can't work. Let's go mid to win. Are we going mid? Are we playing Dust 2 and we're going mid? Go mid. Don't worry about the sniper. Rush mid, rush mid. I liked Fallout 4 until I realized that there was only one way to play the game. Oh, and I hated how power armor had like a core and you could run out of power. If you don't understand why Fallout bottle caps make sense or what they're for, incorporating into your show is pointless. That's kind of like splitting hairs though, right? I don't know. Is that really necessary to like enjoy a show? I would say like for 99.9% of people, like no, right? I can't, like, if I couldn't enjoy an isekai because like this medieval kingdom, I have no idea how their economy works. It applies to every trademark or setting element for a show. I don't know about that. I think this is my personal opinion. In order for me to enjoy a show, I just need to like at least one character and like latch onto that character. The more characters there are that I like and that I latch onto, the better I like the show, right? My reaction when Mira died was it should have been GRRF. You sir are a legendary hater. I bend the knee to you. You are a legendary hater and I love everything about that statement. But then they kill that character and you just stop watching. Andrew? Yes. I mean, that's why I fully think that like the game that I like that everybody seems to hate, I fully approve of their reasons to hate the show. Not the show, the game, right? I still liked it, but you know. It did bother me, like watching Isekai, where it's just like they're making a show about like a medieval kingdom, fantasy kingdom, and it's just like, what the fuck? Which game? Last of Us. Like the scene where it just shows skeleton family. Yes! Yeah. I think you've got to strike a balance between the feeling the viewer's imagination, giving them unexplained things to imagine. It's true. It's true. I loved 1 and I liked 2. I thought 1 was better than 2, but I still played the entire way through 2 and I liked it. But it got a lot of hate and I understand why people hate it. And I respect it. Hey, Brandon, did you hear about the term native isekai? What is that? Bowserger, tell me what that is. The perfect hatred. That's fair enough, Ben. If that's like a deal breaker for you, I'm not here to say that like it shouldn't be a deal breaker. Because, you know, maybe you're like a big world building guy and you're not too hung up on like character Like characterization, characters. For people that like care a lot about world building, like it's got to be like perfect, which is respectable. Jam, thank you for making me lose the game. Same, I have a favorite game I'm always playing, but everybody doesn't exasperate when I talk about it. Tell me about the game that you play that everybody hates. Tell me about the game. There's no such thing as native isekai, it's just fantasy. Well, I assumed it was something different. I assumed that it was something different from just fantasy, right? I'm gonna guess that it's League. Oh my god. The game. I keep losing the game. Honey Pop is a native isekai? What are you talking about? Nope, it's just a brain rot word. Thank you, Bowserker. Thank you very much. I think the world building was okay. It was fine. Definitely felt cartoony at certain points, right? Like if you wanted like something like super dark and consistent. Let's put it this way, right? You know what it felt like? The Fallout TV show kind of felt like Wild Wasteland, right? Like some parts of it were just like, what the fuck? Yes, Lordly Brush, exactly. I explained it away in my head that it's like I'm watching a playthrough of a Fallout game where like the Wild Wasteland perk is just on and it's just like, what the fuck? The one thing that bothered me was that there's a lot of crippling injuries in the show that were just kind of, yes, that also bothered me. Yeah. I thought there were a lot of tiny, like, one-off characters that I loved. No spoilers. I think this is, like, fairly spoiler. Very early on, there's, like, this fucking character of, like, no importance, right? The shopkeeper. The shopkeeper fucking made me laugh so much. Oh my god, it was so funny. Yo, Bumblebee Girl, hello, good morning. I'm having a great day. We're having a discourse about... Sounds like I'm gonna have to wait for the Stalker show. Let's go. The snake oil salesman pissed me off. I'm not gonna deny that. The chicken fucker pissed me the fuck off. I hated that guy. But you know, you're supposed to hate the guy, hopefully, right? The shopkeep was so good. Oh, so funny. Is it a spoiler? It's like a gigantic plot. I guess that's true. Does he remind you of yourself? I've never and will never fuck a chicken. Kyo the Lorebreaker, thank you very much for the super chat. Final thoughts because I gotta get back to work. A lot of my IRL friends who didn't want to try it are now playing New Vegas. I'll take that as a win. New Vegas. I have like mixed I think like Fallout 3 might be my least favorite Fallout game. And I still liked it. I think if you like this show, you should play 3. Let's talk, right? Let's sit down and talk. Let's say you still think that the show was ass, right? But you're happy that a bunch of people are getting into your favorite IP, right? And it's like, okay, so if you were to suggest a new person that loved the show and they want to try a Fallout game, what do you want them to get into? I would recommend 3. I don't hate 3, but I recognize the main storyline's weaknesses. Yeah. I like 3 and New Vegas about equally. I think New Vegas is the best, like, Bethesda-esque one, right? I love Skyrim and Fallout, but I have a bad habit of always min-maxing money on the games and being more like a barterer than an explorer. There's nothing wrong with that, right? What Totodile has wares if you have the coin, right? There's nothing wrong with that. If you can get 3 to run without it crashing every 15 minutes, then I would recommend somebody that liked the game, that wants to try their first Fallout game, to try 3. Because 1, narratively, they're kind of similar, right? Like the driving force of the game, they're kind of similar. You can, if you liked the main character, if you like Lucy, then you can play like Lucy, right? Like you can. I think they'll find just enough like familiar to get into it and then go through the game. Oh yeah, I agree. New Vegas's greatest strength was not being written by Bethesda. I agree. I played Neo Matrix. I don't know if you know this, but I played through New Vegas start to finish. Semi-recently. I think I crashed twice in 20 hours. Which is pretty good. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think New Vegas is superior to 3, but I think 3 is a better entryway for somebody that liked the TV show. I think New Vegas is overhyped. Ichi, that's a fucking red hot take. Oh shit, that's a red hot take. All right, Ichi, you gotta give me your like 80-page dissertation. Why do you think New Vegas is overhyped? I'm not roasting you. I'm willing to turn around and agree with you that it's overhyped, but give me you gotta defend that. Have you heard of the mod? Yes, Tale of Two Wastelands. What total? I love that. It's like there's a train, right? It adds like a train that goes between the DC Wasteland and then New Vegas, right? I love that mod. Site sources submit the peer review. Hold on. Ichi, give me your dissertation. Send him to Detroit. Hold on. No pitchforks yet. No pitchforks. New Vegas is so good that every time I play a Bethesda game, I just want to go back to play New Vegas. Hold on, let's critique New Vegas, okay? We're all intelligent people. Like, what do you think is the weakest point of New Vegas? It's just a good game. Hold on. Send him to New Vegas. It aged poorly, the engine is bad, so it just loops back around to Bethesda bad. The exploration IMO. There's a lot of cut content. Yeah. I think what's the weakest point of New Vegas? Let me think about it. I think the companions are better than the Fallout 3 companions. There wasn't more. Hold on. Let's think about it critical. Bro, I'm at work, but every game starts exactly the same and generally ends the same. It bottlenecks at the beginning and at the end. People think it's good because it has like 5 endings, but they all end similar. That is true. It ends at the dam, right? There's a statute of limitations. You're not gonna be like, spoiler! Spoiler! How could you spoil it? Why are you spoiling it? It ends at the dam, right? Let me think. You can finish the Yes Man route in like a couple hours. It's true. The endings are pretty weak. I like the ending of New Vegas because yeah, I mean, like nothing really changes, right? Gray Mech. The only Fallout game that I've played was 4, and only for like 2 hours. It totally failed to capture my interest. I recommend New Vegas, although we're talking about, you know. Gwenichigo, hello. Good morning. The NCR route is the most solid and polished version of the main story. Others feel it rushed out. I always go house. I either become Elon Musk's henchman, or I kill Elon Musk and I become the new Elon Musk, right? In Fallout. I think I've done NCR route once, and I've done it like 4 or 5 times. Never mind. I've done it a lot. And I've done the Legion route once. I like the shitty Legion route because of was it Lonely Hearts? I don't remember. The one where you go into the canyon. I feel like that DLC like made it. Oh, that's why it sucked. Let me think about it. Fallout 3 Alien DLC was fun. I guess it's true. Are you calling me Elon Musk? Bro. I have a pair of shoes that I wear semi-regularly that I found on the curb. How can you be calling me? How can you? I wear those as my like, you know, my sad little concrete backyard shoes. I found them. Yeah, I found a pair of like really shitty old shoes, and I just fucking, they fit, you know. You did not kill a man and take his shoes. They were just on the curb. So financially, how could you be calling me Elon Musk if I'm fucking stealing a hobo's shoes, man? That's how you get fleas? That's how fleas. Yeah, fire is fun. I'm gonna level with you. I'm the bad real estate area for fleas. You know what I'm talking about? Like if mom flea and dad flea are sending their flea child off to college, and their flea child is like, oh, I think I'm getting a studio over at Randon, and they're like, oh, you don't want to live on Randon. This is a rough neighborhood. You don't want to go there. Go over to Dime House. It's much cleaner over there. I'm a rough neighborhood for fleas. Like they don't want to settle here. I'm literally the Detroit for fleas. Exactly. I don't know, man. You seem like clean. Your blood is probably tasty and fresh. You probably don't eat garbage. Don't send it to timeout. Anyway. You want to live in Randon? Honey, we're not that poor. Detroit is acceptable, at least you're not in Ohio. I would say Dead Money is probably the best for a cohesive experience. I did like Dead Money. I thought the villain for Dead Money was like 10 out of 10. I think Dead Money has the best villain. It had a better villain than the actual New Vegas. Oh, can we talk about that? Okay, I can critique New Vegas now. I think New Vegas did not have any good like standout villains, right? I thought the villains in New Vegas were kind of like, eh. Like think about the main villains, the main 2 or 3 villains in New Vegas. They're just kind of like, eh. Well, y'all think about it, right? Think about the Legion villain, the top dudes, right? Did you like Caesar? Hard disagree. Did finish the Caesar line. I did a Legion run through. Top dudes. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to spoil anything. But I was not impressed by the villains in New Vegas. I'll put it out this way, like I honestly did not feel like Caesar was like a threat to me. Does that make sense? Did you guys play the game and you thought that Caesar was like, oh, he's he's super scary, right? Like, oh, he's just smarter than me. Like, oh, he's so dangerous, right? I played the entire New Vegas and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking body this dude. You still fucked Benny. Let's go. Conversely, I thought that the villain of Dead Money like legitimately terrified me, right? No spoilers. I think you should play the game if you want to play it, but I think there is a different villain in that DLC, and that guy scared the fuck out of me. I hated that dude. Fucking hated that dude. I did not like Caesar. I did not like House. I did not like... Then you have our boy Graham. Let's go. Old World Blues. Old World Blues? Those fucking scorpions, dude. What the fuck? I don't know if I was scared of Caesar. I just thought he was a brute. Yeah. He's the idea of a fascist strongman who's basically not the perfect god king he larps as. True. Yeah. True. Cazadors are scarier than Caesar. Ain't that the freaking truth? Yeah, the Cazadors are pretty scary. That's true. Remember when I was getting my fucking ass kicked by golden geckos? That was pathetic. That was frankly the most pathetic moment of my life. Everybody was laughing at me. I felt everybody's opinion of me dropping. This is getting my ass kicked by golden geckos. It's pretty humiliating. I think the Yaoguai are cute. That's my opinion. That was a treasured memory. Five and Crowd, thank you very much for the super chat. Who are you? Do not know your history. There's a small path that you can take to get to New Vegas really early past Indiana Jones Boulder. What? Why would they do that? And then you could save scum at the casinos and just make a gajillion dollars. Well, were the villains in 3 any better? I don't know. Maybe not. Let's go back to the TV show. I'm not done with the TV show, not by a long side. Yeah, I guess now that I think about it, the villains are kind of like mid. Maybe Bethesda villains are kind of mid. Everyone in 3 was an idiot. It's true. There was... there was a character, the radio character. They added a radio character in the TV show. That guy was definitely like, you should be dead. You should definitely be dead. The Raiders were legit evil in 3. I guess it's true. I guess it's true. Well, weren't they equally evil in New Vegas? Am I crazy? 3 Dog! Ow! My name is John Henry Adams, and I'm coming to you with a fireside chat. You guys remember? Was that his name? And am I remembering incorrectly? Was the president dude John Henry Adams, or am I like remembering incorrectly? I don't remember. I haven't. John Henry Eden. My mistake. I was like, that ain't wrong. That ain't right. President John Henry Eden, President of America, President of your heart. It sounded close enough. Well, my car's out of the shop. Time to head home. Yo, drive safely. Congrats on the car being fixed. My car, the old truck is pretty fucked up, but I can't afford to get it fixed. So, I mean, if I die, I die, I guess, right? Cook in New Vegas was evil. Cook. Is that the raider with the flamethrower? I don't know how I feel about Fallout 1 and 2 villains. There's one villain that I can remember that I was like, what the fuck? He's a fucking TV. What? Ride a bike instead? I wish. I really should. There are certain applications where I really should be riding my bike, but I don't because I'm afraid of injuring my leg again. But I think I should just like get out there and do it. And if it gets injured, too bad. So sad. KK, my leg is basically like 100%. I'm not really taking any pain meds for it. I was taking like aspirin like every day for like 3 months, 4 months, right? I haven't been taking any type of painkillers, so this is fine. It's a little clicky. Does that sound correct? Like it clicks a little bit when I walk, but it is what it is. Move to the Netherlands, you'll be riding a bike daily. Can I level with you guys? I do honestly think that like the Netherlands is probably my dream country, but it's like probably insanely difficult to move there. It's probably like prohibitive to like move there. The other place that I would like to move to, which is easier, but maybe not. I heard, is it Minneapolis? There's a town in Minnesota that's supposedly very bike friendly. And then I read an article on it and I was like, oh, I want to move there. You know what you want there? Oh, you know, I just want to be able to ride my bike everywhere. Oregon is amazing for cycling. I only bicycled Oregon along the coast for a bike tour. The campgrounds in Oregon are like 20 out of 10. They have like beautiful like views and the facilities are like 10 out of 10. The cleanest, like the showers at the campgrounds in Oregon are cleaner than my own shower at home. My own shower is like a fucking Fallout 3 shower with like fucking radiated water at the bottom. This is fucked up. Come to Palo Alto, very good for bikes. Isn't Palo Alto like crazy expensive though? It's like beyond. Don, what up? When Randon walks and it makes the clicker sound, kind of. My like hip kind of clicks when I walk. I'm kind of scared. Palo Alto is the most boring place on earth. I could do with boring. Can I level with you? I'm like an old man. Well, even when I was younger, I didn't really give a shit about, you know, going out, partying, going to the bars that are open until like 4 a.m. Like, I was really never really like into that. It's expensive, just make money for it. Exactly, Van. Exactly. If I have an internet connection, then the most boring places kind of don't matter. I'm good. I'm good. If I can live in a low cost of life area that's boring, but it has a Chipotle, like, I'm good. You have bars that are open until 4 a.m. You know, certain places. A $5 hot and ready. Bro, did you guys see that fucking short? Akashi and I had like a 30-minute rant about fucking cost of living bullshit, right? The fucking Little Caesars short. Look at that fucking bullshit, dude. Look at the difference in cost. How are you paying that much for Little Caesars pizza? No, I would deal with 10. It's fucking $12 for a Little Caesars pizza. It's like it's like Joseph Caesar is like a fucking Kappa, and he's plunging his hand up my ass and pulling $12 out every time I go to get a Little Caesar pizza. It's fucked up, dude. They're taking my soul gem, man. It's fucked up. He's fucked up, dude. Why are you paying so much for bad pizza? Because I'm a fool and I don't know how to make my own pizza. Not your soul gem. Do they at least pay their employees well? Reluctantly, probably. We need a pizza making stream. You know who I'm not going to for a pizza making tips? Fucking Lando. I remember that shit. Learn to make your own pizza? I just have no pizza options. I guess I could go to a Costco, but it's like a little bit too far now. Is that $12 with tips? Dime out. No. It's $12 before tip, before tax. And I always tip. I'm an idiot. Always tips. And I know all of you based people that are like bucking the trend, and you have like the intestinal fortitude to say like fuck you, like to an injustice. Cool. I can't. I just look at the person that's at the cash register and I'm just like, ah, man. All right, I guess I'm just tipping. And I tip. I just can't not tip. I can't. See, Dustiller, I'm saying I admire you, right? I can't do that. I just have to tip. Peter, I admire you. I wish I could be like you, but I can't. Do you guys remember the story of like when I went to a fucking burger place and they didn't give me a fucking burger? They just gave me fries. And I was just like, all right, I guess I'm just eating fries tonight. I literally just fucking went home. They gave me a fucking soda and fries, and they didn't put the fucking burger in my fucking bag, and I just went home. Aren't there other pizzerias? All right, Destroyer. There are pizza places that are like mom and pop that make a legitimately good pizza, right? But dead ass, I think the cheapest for a cheese pizza is like $28. For a one topping, it's like $33. And then like, you know, tax and tip, right? So like I'm looking at like almost $40 for one pizza. How do I mean, at that point, it's just like, I'll just go to Joseph Caesar and let him like, you know, stick his hand up my ass, right? And take my soul gem. Just take the soul gem, dude. You live in hell. That's the only explanation. It's fucked. I've got a lead. I heard you can get Walmart pizza for $3, which is like what I'm gonna be about, right? Randon, come to New York. We have pizzas that are better, pizzas that are cheaper. Absolutely. But then I would have to live in New York, and I can't do that. He lives in Ohio. I don't live in Ohio. New York City prices are wild. Yeah. You know what's interesting? The people that like have gone to Japan recently, like I know Amos and Varcher has gone recently. I think Bunny is there already, right? Like the cost of food in Japan is actually pretty reasonable, right? People keep saying that Tokyo is like a super expensive place to live, but like the food when I went there was like pretty reasonable. Right? You know, the food is so cheap and so good, right? Yo, Ninja Supreme. Hello, hello. Man, getting robbed of pizza is like somebody touching your soft spot. Exactly, Matthew. Pizzas in Japan are stupid expensive. I don't get pizza in Japan. I don't get pizza. I don't get Mexican in Japan. I got a taco in Japan and I regretted it. Although I do think that like if you could make good Mexican food and you move to Japan, you'll probably make a killing. I'm a giga weeb, but I do think that like they're in dire need of some seasoning in their diet. Mexican food in Japan sounds tough. Mexican food in Japan is suboptimal. If you can make baller Mexican food and you move to Japan and you start a restaurant, I think you would make a fucking killing, because I think Mexican food is the best food in the world. It's so delicious. There is, and it's not very good, George. William, good morning, good morning. Do you remember there was a fucking Mahjong anime, and there was a character who loved tacos, and she became a better Mahjong player when she ate tacos, and there was an arc where she didn't have access to tacos, and she sucked, and then they fed her a takoyaki, and she was like, this is enough to drag me across the finish line. And she increased her skill just enough to fucking play Mahjong. That shit was... Are you having a stroke? No, it's real, Dr. J. Look that shit up. The taco buff. Dutch Chairman, thank you very much for the super chat. Pizza margarita, 10 euros, including tax and delivery. Want toppings? The cheapest ones are 12 euros, and that's my local kebab shop. I'm so mad. I'm so angry. Randon, do you know how to properly eat a taco? I mean, no cheese, onions, cilantro, salsa on top. I like to eat it with like radishes on the side. I don't know. I don't know if that's the proper way to eat it. You put it in your mouth. I put the deliciosity in my fucking mouth, bro. Mexican here, it passes. Let's go. It's like there's just an ocean of random half-remembered memories in Randon's brain, basically. I'm gonna level with you. I think like a street taco should not have cheese in it. I stand by that. I think a street taco should not have cheese, and I think that like an olive oil pasta should not have cheese on it. Like the garlic and olive oil pasta should not have cheese on it. And I love cheese. I love cheese. I love it. I respect your opinion, but I do violently disagree. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that a crispy taco, you could put cheese on it. But a street taco, I would not put cheese on it. Counterpoint, I want cheese on it. I'm not saying you can't put cheese on it. I don't think a taco needs cheese to be good. What makes a taco a taco? I'm like looking at it in my mind's eye. Okay. I'm gonna the tortilla. I'm reading this, right? I might piss off a bunch of people. I'm gonna have to say it, okay? I don't really like birria tacos that much. Are you guys gonna kill me now? I think birria tacos are kind of like, I don't know. Not a huge fan. But why? Okay. I am kind of a... And I understand this is like fucked up because a taco is going to get messy at the best of times, right? I think a birria taco passes the event horizon for like hand mess, right? Does that make sense? Your tastes were forged by Taco Bell? Oh, like a fucking dagger in my heart. A birria taco passes the event horizon for like how messy your hands get when you're eating it. You know what else does that? Fucking Five Guys. A Five Guys burger will fucking jizz all over your hand. Just fucking grease all over your fucking hand, and I just can't. It's too much. Your bloodline is weak. I mean, yeah, it kind of is. Artificer, thank you very much for being a random night for 2 months. Thank you, thank you. Texas seals approvably, thank you. Red Raven, thank you very much for the super chat. Heard it here first. Randon hates cheese. I don't hate cheese. I love cheese. I think cheese is important for example, I don't think I would ever eat a burger without cheese. I don't think I would ever do that. I think a burger needs cheese. I think every sandwich that I've ever eaten, is there a sandwich that I've eaten that shouldn't have cheese? Actually, I think a Vietnamese sandwich should not have cheese on it, actually. Yeah. Mr. Z, thank you very much for the super chat. Have you heard about French tacos? No. No. My Hoshi is a fucking coward, dog. You hate to see it. What are you talking about? By the way, Lenny, teach me how to be a general, like, teach me how to be like a contractor. Unless my brain is ghoulifying, I think Lenny's the one that talked me out of buying that pickaxe. Because it's only a 5-pounder and we need a, you know, we need a 10. Architect Anon, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Thank you, thank you. I want to be like a contractor handyman. I want to wear like overalls like Super Mario. We need a 10. Do we need it? We do. We do. What do you want to know? How do I start? How do I start? So Akashi talked me out of being an Uber driver because he's like, you're definitely gonna get shot. So I'm thinking about becoming a Craigslist handyman. What do you think? I want to be a Craigslist handyman. Oh, bro. A welder. An engineer. I'd hire you. Trade school. I don't think I have time to go to trade school. You'll get free meth. Oh, baby. That's how you get murdered. I'll be like the leper in Darkest Dungeon. Spare the others. I am ready. Right? This sounds like a porn plot. It's gonna be the shittiest porn you've ever seen. Looking for a good time? $500 for hugs. $2,800 for cuddles. End of list. End of list. The only 2 items on my menu are hugs and cuddles. Craigslist ain't bad. Word of mouth is the best. Don't sell yourself short. Okay, so first of all, do not splurge on expensive tools. Get cheap tools first and get used to those before you decide to move on to the good stuff. Okay, that's good. That's good tips. Do you have a recommended brand for like good quality but cheap tools? I say this as I bought a PB Swiss screwdriver. Like a Swiss-made screwdriver that cost me like $80. Time to hit up the casino so I can afford Brandon Cuddles. I'm a member of the Pipe Fitter Association. It's true. I'm the sad dude that would actually pay for someone for that. Random handyman porn would probably be NTR of him crying on the side. What? No. No. Yes, the screwdriver I had you listen to. Yo, Andrew. I was looking up a woodworking YouTube channel. This fucker kept talking about Festool, and he's like, don't get Festool. I have it. It's like, what the fuck, dude? How could you tell me not to get Festool, but then all of your shit on the background is fucking Festool? How could you do that? What is it? Anyway, pawn shops are a good start. Lots of crackheads steal. Sell $200 tools for $10. Could I just cut out the middleman, make some meth, and then trade them meth for tools directly? Ignore me. I've gone too far. Just ignore me. That was a joke, YouTube. That's how you know not to get it. Let him cook. Festool is a high-end German brand of power tools, expensive as fuck. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. What did I want to start off doing? I recently Harbor Freight is kind of expensive. I went in and it was like, ooh, it's kind of expensive. All right, I'll just put it all on the table. I recently yoinked a toilet. It wasn't that hard. I just Googled it and then I yoinked the toilet. I like stole it. And then I was like, I could be a handyman. It's not that hard. I started off with like $10 tools. I think the essentials are a drill, a circular saw, measuring tools, 2 hammers, and some wrenches, I would say. I think I have most of that. I will not elaborate why I yoinked a toilet. Just watch Golden Boy. Ah, that's unhinged. Ignore that. Is VTuber rigging done with like a program or is any coding involved? For a 2D VTuber rigging VED is done in Live 2D, which is a Japanese program. I highly recommend you go hang out on Big Ham's channel because Big Ham does a fair amount of rigging. I would say like 1 out of 10 times I'm like lurking, she's doing like some type of rigging, which is like not programming based. It's more like, it looks more like almost like Photoshop, almost. I once yoinked the toilet. No, I didn't yoink the seat. I yoinked the whole damn thing. I just fucking stole that thing. Anyways. I think I could be the most unhinged Craigslist handyman you've ever seen. Everyone I know uses Makita. Makita is the blue one, right? I could get used to that. Was the toilet empty? Yeah, you know. Yeah. Absolutely. Was it cleaned? All right, everybody else mute. Red Hand, this one's just for you. Everybody else mute. Red Hand, that defeats the point of yoinking it. Local pervert rendineering. I don't know. Obviously, I'm embellishing the story. I did uninstall a toilet, but I'm not going to tell you how or why, right? You can unmute now. Oh, calm down. I'm just trying to make you laugh. Searching big ham on YouTube shows me huge hams. Yo, Scoots McGee, if you try to search big ham on Twitter, it shows you like a bunch of fucking lawyers named Bigham. Like John W. Bigham, Esquire. It's like, what the fuck? It wasn't not Lando's toilet, I'll tell you that. CS Dragon, you could unmute. Ox, you could unmute. Random toilet thief nurring. Exactly. I didn't know Big Ham was a lawyer. He dropped his knowledge. Let's go. Live 2D is basically mapping an artificial 3D map onto a set of images and setting them to move and bend based on parameters. Very tedious but rewarding work. Yes. Although every time I look at somebody using the program, every time I see somebody using the program, I don't know if it's just me, but they seem to be spending upwards of 25 to 50% of their time making it deform in ways that, and then they make like sound effects, right? They're like, and they make it like super wide, right? Hey guys, new season of Hidamari sketch dropped, and then they make the face like super fucking wide, right? Big Ham, I've seen you do that. It's a critical part of the process. Is that true? Is it? Are the sound effects necessary? Did you see Skibbity Big Ham? No. I can hear the character deforming while I screaming while I deform her. It's weird, basically. El Mangaka, thank you very much for the super chat. Thanks for being positive and silly. Helps me feel better about my puppy. What? Helps me feel better about my puppy being hospitalized for parvovirus. What is parvovirus? I'm gonna Google it right now. Pet medical bills mad expensive though. Oh my god. I hope your dog recovers. I'm Googling parvovirus right now. What is it? Canine parvovirus. Contagious virus mainly affecting dogs and wolves. CPV. Highly contagious. Mortality could reach 91%. 91%. Oh no. We have to beat the odds. How do we do that? Treasure the time. Yeah. Oh man. Roll a d20. I know when my sister's dog passed from old age, she didn't get a new dog. The only reason she has a pet now is because her family is like, we want one. And she's like, fine. I think she's kind of distant because she, I mean, it's been like, this has been 10 years. might be 10 years, like, is still, like, in her mind, right? Because when you really, like, bond with a pet, like, I don't, like, you know? Good old weirdo. Yeah. We haven't, like, spoken of it, but I think she treats her current pet like that's her kids' pets, right? That's not hers. So, like, you know? Yeah. But on the flip side, this is not to say that, like, it's making the stuff that you're going through okay, El Mangaka, but I do think that, like, for me personally, is like a hopefully sapient orc, like, sitting in my fucking chair, like, talking. This is me being, like, super selfish, right? I do, like, I'm not typically, like, super lonely or clingy, but I do think that it would be nice that, like, if I died, I would affect somebody like that, right? Does that make sense? I think, like, I'm not typically, like, a clingy or lonely person, but I do think that, like, probably within 2 or 3 years, people, like, will not be thinking about me anymore. But for my sister, like, she still definitely thinks about that dog, right? Like 10 years out, and she still, like, thinks about, you know? That's how, like, deeply she loved that creature, right? And I do think that dog was lucky, right? Not to say that, like, it's okay that the dog passed, her dog, weirdo, but, like, I do think that, like, you know, I'm just talking about dogs. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm talking about, I think that dog went through some shit. That dog was badly abused. But, like, at the end, the last, like, 5 or 6 years of his life were, like, pretty damn good. 6 years? 7 years? Were pretty good. And then at the end, when it passed, there was a person that would continue to think about him probably forever, right? You know? And in that respect, I think that dog was lucky. Yeah. Anyways, I didn't mean to get, like, fucking depressing about it, but, you know. I hope that's some consolation for Weirdo. Like, he was truly loved in the twilight of his life. Like, the last, like, 10% of his life, you know? And I think all of you guys out there that have, like, a pet that you love, like, 800%, right? That's valuable, right? Like, that's very rare. That's rare for humans, let alone, like, an animal, right? Like a pet. I think too many pets are, like, not loved. They're, like, disposable to people, and, like, that fills me with intense rage, right? You know what I mean? I think it's lucky for something alive to be loved that much. That's all. Jesus fucking Christ, what a roller coaster. So yeah. I do hope that your puppy pulls through, El Mangaka, and you could spend, like, you know, 2 decades of, like, life, like, fucking around and smelling new smells and chasing stuff, you know? My Orby is next to a paw print of my late dog. Let's go! Brandon, if you died, I would buy a plane ticket to wherever you're buried and crush a beer can on my head. Let's go! All right. I'll leave it in my will. I'll leave it in my will. The location of my grave will be released on the Discord. You guys can go crush a beer can on your head. Yo, Yuko, thank you very much for the bits. Thank you so much. What exotic animal would you keep? Oh, that's a good question. Assuming that, like, all right. First of all, I don't condone like keeping exotic animals as pets, because I don't think that people have the facilities to give them like a good life, right? I would become a falconer. That's what I would do. I would become like a trained, because there are people with the training that can do it, right? I want to be like a trained falconer, and I want like a fucking, not a harpy eagle, maybe like a golden eagle. Like a giant fucking bird. Brandon, if you decease, I'm gonna come and redeem my birthday coupons. Matthew, you can't beat up my ghost. How could you do that to my ghost? My favorite Randonite. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I'm like a fucking ghost, and then a bunch of you fuckers come find me, and you're just beating this shit out of my like ethereal ectoplasmic body. A fucking eagle? That's crazy. We'll beat up your ectoplasm. You become content in Milk's ghost video streams? What are you talking about? Coach Zed, thank you very much for the super chat. Had my dog pass away last year, lived with us for 12 years. Her health got a lot worse after me and my sister left after Christmas, and she got sad, but at least I know she cared for us. And you cared for the dog. That's the big thing, right? That's a damn shame. I think pets add a lot of good stuff into the world. But I have firsthand seen like terrible pet owners. So I have like mixed feelings on the subject, right? But I don't know like what the correct, I don't know what the correct way to deal with that is, right? He's gonna go viral as ghost video content. Don, thank you very much for the super chat. Casting a resurrection spell to redeem my random orb coupon. Sometimes you just need a little guy to bond with. With grief. Oh man, the memories of my 14-year-old mutt are coming back. Little guy won the genetic lottery. Excellent help right up until the last few months. That's good. Good stuff. Lovingly teabag my corpse. Oh, I mean, like, if you're just gonna be like teabagging my grave, absolutely. But please don't beat up my ghost. I need I need my ectoplasmic body in tip-top condition to go spy on Lando. Dude, I am gonna haunt the shit out of Lando if I die. If I die and turn into a ghost, that's where I'm gonna be. He's gonna be streaming, you know? He's gonna be fucking doing his fucking loop station shit. And I'm gonna fucking knock shit off of his fucking, you know? I'm gonna knock the Funko Pops off of his, like, fucking, you know? I'm gonna haunt the ever-loving shit out of Lando if I die. Any Mage Guild regulars in the chat know how to store Ren and Soul in a soul gem? Just don't use me to summon people to Onyxia's lair, please. I beg you. Bumblebee Girl, thank you for being a member for 5 months. I would like to continue thinking about you. You made a positive impact. Thank you. Thank you for being a member of my community. Truly miss you if you're gone. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. I do think I should, like, tone down the crazy shit, though. Like, I do think that my risk of dying would have gone up significantly if I became an Uber driver. I think Akashi is, like, spot on. my chance of dying would at least, like, double if I became an Uber driver. Because I can't keep my goddamn mouth shut, man. Can't keep my goddamn mouth shut. Do not die. We gotta bring his corpse to Muldrow, Kentucky. Let's go. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I think I am going to get an Italian sandwich, courtesy of Pfeifenkraut. Ooh, like an 18-inch Italian sub with like fucking oil all over it. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Yes, Amos, go get an Italian sandwich and we'll be sandwich bros. Hold on. Oh no, parvovirus! Ah, depressed. All right. Let's go find someone to raid. I mean, Omina. Omina's like a... I'm thinking Omina. Red Claw's cool. I like Red Claw. Lazy Susan. Luna's playing Baldur's Gate 3? Oh my god. Let's do Omina. Let's just do it. Boom. Woo! And here we go. YouTube, as always, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. You guys have a good time now, all right? You guys be good. You be good.